right, welcome friends. Thank you for joining me for another video on probably healing together. My name is Adam and I go by Coach HardgainZ. That's the name of my coaching platform. I've been coaching bodybuilders and recovering addicts for well over 20 years. I've developed and implemented a systematic approach to replacing a user's DOC, the drug of choice, with a new addiction and a goal focused on increasing dopamine. Just setting your sights on something different rather than the next dose. So friends, today's video is kind of just off the cusp. Wasn't planning on making it, but it's been one hell of a day. I have actually been on the phone with my insurance company, the pharmacy, and my doctor's office at two different locations all damn day. It is now 6:20 p.m. and I started making calls at 10:45, 10:45 a.m. That's a long time. And I've been back and forth. And for those of you who don't know this, I have a brain injury. I was cracked in the skull by the back end of one of my dump trucks. I have a TBI. Being on the phone, getting stressed and anxious, doesn't do me well. And these have all been difficult conversations all day. The reason is because out of nowhere, because we are in a national opioid crisis, my insurance company has decided to pull back my main PM medication, which is called Nucynta. Now, without going down the long road of lots of details, Nucynta is a long-acting, extended-release opioid. So it's not something that you feel or, well, I should probably say it properly, abuse, okay? But what it does, I take that 2 hours before bed, and that is literally one of the only things that calms my nerve pain throughout the night. Even if I take gabapentin a couple hours before bed, which I do many nights, I still wake up with shooting pain in my back and going down my leg. I will also wake up with pain in my neck going up my brain, or maybe it's probably down from my brain from my TBI. That wakes me up at least a few times a night with the Nucynta, every hour to 90 minutes without the Nucynta. Again, this is called Nucynta. I'll write it right here. It really actually is a pretty helpful medication for someone like me who is trying to avoid short-acting opioids. While utilizing Kratom, I can take the Nucynta. Again, I'm not advising anyone to mix anything, please, okay? I have discussed my Kratom usage with my doctors. They know that. I know more about Kratom than they do, but yet at the same time, I still discussed it. I was still transparent with them, okay? Individually, personally, with me, okay? Because again, everybody's different. We can't be mixing all this stuff without knowing more details. My Kratom usage and the Nucynta doesn't cause really any interactions or any problems for me. Let's leave it there. Okay, let's just leave it there, please. Okay, this is, again, not medical advice. I'm not a doctor, right? So my insurance company, I literally, okay, let me back up a little bit. I go to my pain management doctor appointment last week. I say to my pain management doctor, you know, I feel like we finally found something that's working. We had gone through different options, many different medications. You guys know the drill. They put you down a gamut of options before getting you to the ones that work. And it's bullshit, especially when you have legitimate reasons to need it. Like I do. Spinal fusion, brain injury, car accident, nerve damage, nerve pain, constant pain all the damn time. I say to my pain management doctor, hey, this dosage of Nucynta seems to be working better at night. I've been sleeping better. She says, I'll refill the med. Terrific. I go home, call my pharmacy as always on my way home and say, listen, I'm on my way there, because they know me by now there. Has my prescription been filled? My pharmacist says, your insurance is saying they're not going to cover it anymore. So the medication I just told my pain management doctor is finally working after 5 months of using it. has not been approved? Oh, why? Your insurance company says they want you to try a patch. I literally wanted to just scream. And I'm sure many of you have been in that moment as well. I said, are you kidding me? I finally find something that's working to help me sleep so I'm not so exhausted the next day? And my insurance is taking that away from me? Pharmacist goes, well, it's an extended release opioid, and the DEA, the fucking DEA, is getting involved and putting a stop on what our nation can produce in the form of opioids. Now, friends, we wonder why Kratom is so important. We wonder why access to Kratom is so vital around the world. This is a prime example. And on a side note, there was someone who put a comment on one of my videos the other day, and he actually is the first person, believe it or not, though at least the first person that I've noticed, tell me that what I'm doing is hurting the Kratom community. Now, I don't agree with that one bit, because I know what I'm providing to the Kratom community, and frankly, you are the Kratom community, and many of you have been telling me what I'm doing for the Kratom community, which is blessings, okay? We understand that. But at the same time, I am bringing truth and transparency about Kratom. Okay, remember? Again, I always add this in every video. Hashtag Kratom saves lives. I am an eternal advocate for Kratom, for readily available access to Kratom everywhere around the world. But again, after almost 9 years of Kratom daily experience, I am an advocate for truth and transparency, and I'm bringing to you that which you are not being told from anyone else. And I believe that what I'm telling you, what I can provide to you, is more important than me just covering my eyes and saying, I'm not going to tell the truth. I don't believe in that. And I can't morally do that. And I won't. So you all know what I bring to the Kratom community. But more importantly, what I bring to the addiction recovery community. That is my priority. You are my priority. I advocate for those of you who utilize Kratom and need Kratom as a necessity for your pain management. Now, let's get back to the story. So my pharmacist says, yes, the DEA is putting a stop on the amount of opioids that we can produce nationwide. Why? Do you know why that is? I did some research. It's because so much damn illegal fentanyl is being brought up from the border illegally through our open borders, Joe Biden, so that now the DEA says, well, there's too much illegal opioids coming in that we can't control, so let's stop what we can control, and let's make those who need it suffer, because those who don't get it freely now. Friends, I can't tell you how livid I am right now. And I'm not going to go on a political rant. That's not what this platform is for, because I have promised myself that this platform, Healing Together, is for all. Okay? It has nothing to do with your political beliefs. And I want to maintain that because I respect everyone's political beliefs. I believe that everybody should get to do what they want and believe freely. That is what I believe. But I don't believe in forcing or enforcing your beliefs on me. I don't believe in that. But I am fucking livid that I am in more pain, significantly more pain, because our open borders are bringing in massive amounts of illegal drugs. That is causing me to suffer. And I know it's causing many of you to suffer. I am furious right now. So now they are forcing me to try a patch. And I've already tried everything for my pain over the years, for my spinal pain, for my brain injury. I've already tried everything, okay? Friends, there's a lot of really messed up things going on right now. And I can't even begin, or I'll end up on a tangent. So today, I have spent all day going back and forth with my insurance company, my pharmacy, and my doctor's office at 2 different locations, as I said, trying to get a medication so that I can sleep again and sleep through my pains. And if I can't get it, then I'm grateful that I can have access to Red Bali Kratom, that's for sure. But as you all know, I'm preparing to put together the QUIT KRATOM with Me series. And I've already begun with episode 1, and I've started filming episode 2. But we have a greater problem. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to share my experience with you. And I want to hear where you all take this in the comment section. I want to hear from you. You can all guess my stance on just about everything, I think, by now, if you've been following along with my channel. But I'm not your typical fill in the blank. I'm not your typical anything, really. I do everything differently. The way people live their lives doesn't bother me unless it affects me and my children. And if you're going to affect my children, you better be ready. And if you're going to hurt my children, oh, you better run. Let's leave it there. All right, friends, thank you again for watching. If you want to find me on Instagram, it's Coach HardgainZ with a Z. You can also follow us at Team HardgainZ. Please like this video, like all the other videos. We really need your help getting the videos and the channel out more because, again, as I've mentioned, YouTube is demonetizing my Kratom videos, which means we're not making any money off the Kratom videos. So please, subscribe to the channels Healing Together and Coach HardgainZ. And friends, I also want to thank many of you. We've been getting more donations in the form of, what are these called? Super thanks. I don't have my notes in front of me. I wrote it down in the office, but I forget what it's called. Excuse me. We're getting more donations in the form of these super thanks. And apparently it's a button somewhere down here. It says thanks. You can click on thanks and then you can donate to the channel. I really do want to thank you guys for those. I want to do something special for the people who are doing that. Potentially make out like a thank you list at the end of the episode. I don't know yet. That's not something I've figured out yet. But for those of you who have donated those, thanks. And whatever the amount is, it is greatly appreciated. And I'm dead serious. That comes from my heart. And there's so many reasons that that means a lot. But thank you all so much for your support and your donations. So stay tuned for upcoming videos. Please remember, drop a line in the comment section and let me know what other topics you'd like me to discuss. That is part of what this channel is about. Hearing what you would like to hear about. Thanks again for watching, everyone. I'll catch you in the next video.